Imagine waking up and the coins in your hand, once a symbol of stability, are now practically worthless. This wasn't a nightmare, it was the chilling reality that brought down the mightiest empire on earth. Forget barbarians at the gates for a moment. The true killer of Rome wasn't an invading army, but something far more insidious, the slow, silent destruction of its own money from within. This is the story of how the Roman Denarius, once gleaming silver, became a bronze token washed in deceit, a financial fraud perpetrated by the very emperors sworn to protect their people. In 54 AD, your Roman silver coin was almost pure, a solid 98% silver. It bought you goods, respect, and a future. It represented the unstoppable power of the Mediterranean world. But then, a secret began. A whisper in the imperial mints. To fund endless wars and lavish lifestyles, emperors started a practice called silver clipping. The elite began to steal from the poor. They would secretly shave tiny bits of precious silver from each coin, replacing it with cheaper metals like copper or bronze. It was a silent, state-sanctioned theft that no one noticed at first. By 270 AD, that proud 98% silver coin was reduced to a mere 0.5% of silver. It was a bronze disc, barely coated in a flimsy silver wash that rubbed off with a touch. In just 2 centuries, the purchasing power of the average Roman fell by over 95%. This wasn't just inflation, it was the total erasure of the middle class. People aren't stupid, they quickly figured out the scam. Gresham's law took hold with a vengeful grip. Good money vanished as citizens began hoarding the old pure silver coins. Why spend something valuable when the government is handing out trash? Only the fake, copper-filled coins remained in the streets, creating a massive, untraceable shadow economy. The result was a hyperinflationary death spiral. A measure of wheat that cost 2 drachmae in the 1st century exploded to 2 million drachmae by the 4th. Your entire life's work, your inheritance, your children's future, all of it evaporated like mist. But the real villains weren't just the emperors, they were the ones holding the swords. Enter the Praetorian Guard. These weren't just soldiers, they were armed extortionists. They demanded constant pay raises, and if an emperor refused, they simply assassinated him. To pay these mercenaries, the state had to debase the currency even faster. It was a military-industrial trap. The more they printed, the more the soldiers demanded, and the faster Rome died. To manage the chaos, Rome birthed a parasitic bureaucracy. It became illegal for a son to choose a different career than his father. Social mobility was frozen in the name of stability. Emperor Diocletian tried to fix the market by threat of death. His edict on maximum prices made it a capital crime to raise prices. The result? Shops emptied and the black market exploded. This was a Ponzi scheme. Rome relied on looting new lands for gold. But when the expansion stopped, the new money dried up while the bills kept coming. The empire was broke. Look at the world today. Global debt-to-GDP ratios are mirroring the final days of Rome. We are moving from physical cash to invisible digital ledgers. The clipping is now digital. The ultimate betrayal? The Roman government eventually refused to accept its own debased coins for taxes. They demanded gold or grain. Even the state knew its money was garbage. In the end, Roman citizens actually welcomed the barbarian invaders. They chose a foreign conqueror over the crushing tax burden in the fake money of their own leaders. The empire didn't fall, it collapsed from within.